We're sitting on a little bit of floor in our bus today.
After spending almost 3 months on the demolition of our 1996 MCI D3 bus, we were really hoping that the hardest parts were behind us.
I think today was the first day I kind of went, oh my God, this is a huge job.
Well, we were about to learn that was not quite the case.
We'd previously added plastics to our flooring that we put down over the center column. Plastics is a recycled plastic material. It'll act as a water and vapor barrier underneath our subfloor.
After about 2 weeks of prep work, we were eager to get the floorboards down and feel like we were actually making progress.
We were so eager to get our subfloor down, we forgot a rather important step.
We realized we should have marked off where the beams were on the plywood.
Alright, you got it tight?
And we hadn't quite put the glue in the right place either. It was a mess.
We ended up using 3 tubes of glue for the first piece, and then about 1 for the second.
You spent so long trying to get glue on and have a smooth surface. And now, because we messed up, the glue is drying already and leaving. I'm trying to get it off as best as I can, but it's leaving a bump and a mark after all that work of removing glue.
Already broke off a drill bit, so it's not going what you would call smooth, but we're learning, and I think we've got some methods now, so it'll be easier for the next couple pieces of plywood to go down for our flooring.
You can do twirls now on the bus.
We're going to move it, set it in the right place.
Mark it. Bring it back, put glue down.
Yep. And now that we know where the glue goes, we should be off. Okay. We're able to recover from our mistake, but our confidence level was dropping.
The second piece of plywood went down much smoother.
I think I finally figured it out though. I broke off so many of these drill bits because I was pushing so hard. You just gotta let a little bit of pressure and let the drill dig into the metal and do all the work. So now it actually looks like things are going smoothly, and I'm getting tired though already. And by the third piece, we thought we were pros. It wasn't until we got the third flooring piece down and I felt a little squishy part of the floor. It didn't feel like it had any support, and I knew there was a beam under there, or I thought there was a beam under there, so I went to put a couple screws in it and I couldn't get them to bite. I couldn't get them to pull the wood down. So I started getting anxious because it's kind of in that area where all that piping was exposed and we were covering it up. And the last thing I want to do is drill a hole through that, because I think that's some kind of controls for brakes and engines and all that stuff.
So Don, you just put the floor down. Why are you taking it back up again? Because
I think I drilled in a place I'm not supposed to drill. I need to lift up a little area and peek in there and make sure I didn't drill through one of the pipes underneath it.
It looks like there's glue going underneath. I can't tell if there's a bit of the glue on the pipe.
We didn't drill into anything important under the bus. Our floor is going to be okay. The squishy part here between the first and second one bothers me a little bit. I guess in the end, once we get all this 1/4-inch ply all the way down, we could go back in with some really good thicker plywood.
Another layer of wood on.
Yeah, we could do another layer if we really don't feel the floor is solid for us.
Yeah, it's a little scary how close you are to the, important stuff on the bus, right? There's just scary to mess it up.
Yeah. We're trying to reuse what we can. We've got all these great pieces of metal that we pulled out of the roof of the bus. So we're just gonna measure it off. And I think we should be able to cut it, square it off, and then use a metal sheet to kind of seal in and make a fireproof barrier, vapor-proof, between where the gas tank and the battery banks are before we put the flooring down on that side. Give me a little more peace of mind. What was that pointing?
So smart.
So we got our metal cut, and the whole time we've been thinking that those ceiling panels, those big metal panels that we just cut down, were steel. They're aluminum. We took a magnet and it doesn't stick. So we got a lot more aluminum to recycle than we originally planned. After we cut that metal piece, there's a bunch of rough edges. I just want to sand them down just so it's flat and level for both the bottom and the top part of where that metal goes down.
After getting the new metal barrier cut, we only managed to get one piece of the side flooring down for the day.
We're using some self-drilling screws, wood to metal screws by Tex. In no way are we sponsored by Tex. We're not sponsored by anyone, except we've got one Patreon on our new Patreon account. If you want to help us keep making videos to share our experience as we build out this tiny house on wheels, we'll include a link to our Patreon below. The work seems to be slow going, but that's all that we can get done in this extreme heat and humidity of the summer.
We finally felt like we were making progress by getting some of the subfloors down, but we still needed to troubleshoot the issues we were having with the bus not starting.
Just 12 volts, one battery.
Right. After a little confusion, we're finally able to get our batteries hooked up to test them.
Whoa, don't hurt yourself. I didn't realize there was going to be a danger of death in the building of this bus. But we'll share that with you next time.